Okay, this is Thursday's week 14. The first question says, which sign would make this sentence true? And the first number is 7,912,284. The second number is 7,912,824. So I see the numbers are very similar. That's how they're trying to trick us. We're starting in the largest place value. 7 million and 7 million, they're the same, so nothing about that tells me which number is bigger. 900,000, 900,000 are also the same. 10,000, 10,000, same. 2,000, 2,000, same. Now I'm finally in the hundreds place, and I see that the 200 makes this the smaller number. So if this is the smaller number, this is the larger number. Therefore, the sign should look like this. 7,912,284 is less than 7,912,824. So you have the less than sign. The second question says, what is the greatest factor of 18 and 45? So I have my T-chart here. You can use a Venn diagram as well. I'm going to list my factors. And I know 1 is always a factor. 1 times whatever the number is, 18. 2 and 9 are factors. 3 and 6. 4 is not a factor. If I skip count by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There's no room for 18. 5 is not a factor because it doesn't have a 0 or a 5 in the ones place. And 6 is a factor, but I've already listed it, so I'm all done. Now over to 45. I know 1 and 45. 2 is not a factor because it's not an even number. I'm not sure about 3, so let's list our multiples. I know that 3 times 10 is 30. That's the highest I can think of. 3 times 11, I'm going to add 3 to 30, is 33. 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 13 is 39. 3 times 14 is 42, and 3 times 15 is 45. So it is a factor, 3 and 15. I know 4 is not a factor because 4 times 10 is the highest I know, and that's 40. 4 times 11 is 44. 4 times 12 is 46. Oops, 48, sorry. So no, that's not a factor. 5 is a factor. 5 times 9. 6 is not a factor. 7 is not a factor. 8 is not a factor. 9 is a factor, but I already have it listed. Now I'm looking to see what they have in common. 1 and 1. 2, nope. 3 and 3. 9 and 9. So my GCF is 9. The next question says, which product is or are, which tells me there could be more than one good answer choice, are equal to 48,000. So here I have my numbers, and I see a lot of zeros, so I'm just going to multiply the two whole numbers. I know that 12 times 4 is 48, and I see, let's see, 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So the question says, which products are equal to 48,000? A is one of those answer choices, but it says is or are, so that means I could have more. 6 times 8, I know is 48, and I have 1, 2 zeros, so that's 4,800. 24 times 2 is also 48, and I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. Ooh, this is a good answer choice as well. And 8 times 6 is 48, and 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I have A, C, and D, which are all good answer choices. The last question says, I went to the store. Close my door, please. Yosef, close my door, please. I went to the store with $100. I bought a game for $23.98 and a football for $11.75. How much change would I receive? So over here, I'm going to add my two purchases. 8 plus 5 is 13. Carry my 1. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 7 more is 17. 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 more is 5. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So I spent $35.73. If I give them $100 to pay for $35.73, I need to subtract, because if I spend that money, I need to see how much they're going to give me back. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down my decimal. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 3 is 6. So my change is going to be $64.27.